In this movie, I'm going to show you how to add setups and takes to the FacingPage template. To add the first setup, simply click the Add New Setups button. Select the slating system you intend to use. Then in the dialog box presented, enter the scene number. If required, the letter for the setup. In this case being the first setup for scene 12, we're going to leave that empty. And we're also going to leave prefix and camera empty. Once you've done that, simply click Done or press Return on the keyboard. We can now enter shot description by clicking into the description field. We can then tab to or click in the day field, enter the shoot day, shoot date, script page if required, setup number. Then for the first take, we have take 1, we'll mark it as a print take, we'll enter the duration of 21 seconds, we won't enter a note, but we will put the camera roll number of A70, sound roll S001, and in this example we'll leave these other fields blank. Now to add a new take, simply click the Take button, add any information for that take that you need, in this case print, a duration of 25 seconds, and we'll note this as good, and the camera roll and sound roll are unchanged and we're ignoring these fields. To add a third take, simply click the Take button again, enter the information you require, and we're done entering information for our first setup. Now to add a new setup, simply click Setups button in the header. Alternately, you could have chosen Setup from the Setup menu or Command N on the keyboard, but in this case we chose to press the new Setup button. We can now add the description for this shot. As you can see, the day and date and page have carried over from the previous setup. The setup number has incremented. The camera roll and sound roll have carried over from the previous setup, and we've got take 1 ready to go. In this case we'll say take 1 is a non-print take, so we'll leave that empty. We'll put it in timing for this take of 21 seconds, and we won't put any notes. We'll now add a second take for this setup. Automatically gives us take 2. We'll mark this as a non-print by leaving it empty. We'll give it a timing of 5 seconds and the note will be incomplete. We'll add another take. We now have take 3. We'll mark that as print. We'll give it a duration of 26 seconds, a note of good, and now a fourth take, also a print take, 27 seconds, and best. Now if we want to move on to scene 8, all we have to do is press the Setup button again. It has automatically created the next slate as 12B, but we'd like to override that to make it 8. So simply click where it says 12B, change the scene number from 12 to 8, and being the first setup for scene 8, we don't require a letter, so we'll remove the letter B. Hit Return on the keyboard, and we now have a setup 8 ready to enter a description. As you can see, the shoot day and date have carried across along with the page number which we need to edit to match the new scene. And the setup number has incremented. We also have take 1 ready to go. We'll leave this empty because it's a non-print take. Put in the timing, 20 seconds. We'll update the camera roll to A71 and the sound roll remains the same. Now we can add a new take. Hit the tab key, enter a P for print, a timing, a note, and then all you need to do is continue.